And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Left side is Smith. At midfield, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. All the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
Number 96, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of it. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Throwing, Williams. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And he couldn't save the down or the yardage after the intentional grounding call. It'll be 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Williams looking for a man. Firing to the right, complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
3rd and long coming up. Quick give. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Making the adjustment on the play. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Straight ahead, it's Jackson. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Using his legs, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. That's rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Buckeye. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Just one of those mistakes. It can happen. It's a kick. Was out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Motion from the wideout. Here's a give to Washington. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Hauls it in. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job, not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Williams takes a hit as he fires. Just got rid of that one.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
It's Williams again. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted to fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
He's going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Making the adjustment. Williams finds the tight end. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drive routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeps it himself. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. Timeout signal forward by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Washington. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Here's Julian saying to throw. It's complete to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Turns it upfield. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Right side, it's Johnson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the Buckeyes will try to move the chains on 4th down. Fourth down, Sayin. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Williams to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. You get that turnover and you try to punt and wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Caught. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Williams. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Williams to the air again. Out wide right, it's Washington. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Williams fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking left. He's got an open man. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver getting out of bounds to save some clock. You're probably out of field goal range, so you're thinking Hail Mary here at the end of the 1st half.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. It's Williams again. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Gets it all the way out to the 33 before he's stopped. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the 1st half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Say it. Makes the grab. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, it's Jackson. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. 1 guy, 2 guy, 3 guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Williams fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When he
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Washington. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is going to drive the offensive coordinator crazy. Remember, in college football now, there's communication between the coordinator and the quarterback with the headsets in the helmet, and you know he was reminding his QB that time, listen, you cannot take a sack here. Remember, we're in field goal range. If nobody's open, throw it away. His QB did not listen to the advice. He takes a terrible sack, and now they're out of field goal range.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got him on the RPO. Turns it on at midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field, and they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Play fake, say it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Now just about ready to snap it to start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Say it. He's got the tight end. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Unloads to the right. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Touchdown, Ohio State. They move on top here on the 4th. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a 1-possession game in the 4th. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They'll take the penalty and move them back.
Break. Here we go.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a give to Washington. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Here's Williams to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They're all over him. He sacked this defense all over him.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on. Football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Down of possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. 4th down, Williams. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. Quick give. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Long way to go on second down. Ncaa. Throwing right. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. Williams looking for a man. Swings it out to his running back. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Throwing, Williams. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. Williams. Out wide left, it's Moss. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing straight.
Handoff, Washington goes left. Enough to move the chains. Might have a chance. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Washington again. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Second and goal for the offense. Looking for the edge. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. They took it 64 yards right down the field. And what a late touchdown in the final minute that is likely the game winner here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, say it, fires to the wideout. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Defense making the play. Hey, never hurts to pad the stats on D either, right? On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Clemson Tigers and the Washington Huskies. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with Coach Sweeney pregame. Bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Makes the quick grab. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Let's it fly. Right side, it's Brown. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
He wants to throw it again. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Needs it. Turning it on. He's at the tip to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
Start on the ground with Washington. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. Williams. Left side is Elrich. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Here's a give to Washington. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Williams will pass. Escapes the pressure going right. At the 45 on its way. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Here's Williams to throw. He tries to take the top off. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
Running to the left. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Williams on the play fake. Rolls right. He'll pull it down. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
On third down, here's Washington. Finding some room. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. And we've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat. And right now, he's given this defense all they can handle.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Turns it upfield. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Makes the grab. Runs through a tackle. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
To the air, it's Denson. Rush right in his face. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. And so after that play got sideways, the intentional grounding brings up 2nd and long. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington, third down coming.
And that's why the bullet pass is so important. Sometimes these defenses, they don't give you big windows to throw into. You want to take that chance, but you cannot lob that football down the field and get it in there. Nice use of the bullet pass, my friend.
So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Scoop and score. Touchdown, Husky.
And that is exactly how you draw it up, right? Hey, we're going to get this guy the ball. He's going to fumble it, but we know our own guy's going to scoop it and score and completely fool the defense. Man, that'll never happen again in a million more plays, but that's one the offense is gladly going to take.
And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. 2nd and long here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. Motion from the back. Throwing, Williams. Out wide right, it's Washington. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
Well, a great job by the quarterback understanding where the pressure was coming from and understanding where his outlet was. And, David, you know, it's demoralizing, I expect, from a defensive standpoint when you think you've dialed up the blitz and you think you're getting home.
Yeah, and you're doing what you can to try to pressure the QB, and you're bringing extra guys, but sometimes that comes at a sacrifice, and you can see he got the matchup he wanted, took advantage of it, didn't get flustered. That was the biggest thing. Like most QBs, sometimes when that blitz comes, they'll get flustered really quickly and make a bad decision. He stayed calm, made the right read, made the right decision.
They'll ride him again. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged in the middle, H. Davidson. Makes the grab, down immediately, he picks up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys, he saw the running.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout called by the Huskies, that's their 2nd. And They'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Off-play action. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the
It's in the game.
Okay. EA Sports is in the game.
On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
The most beautiful views from the water on Lake Washington. Husky Stadium is something special. You can see the lake, the mountains. You can see it all from kickoff. This is one of the most glorious views in all of college sports. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Longhorns headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Incomplete, and they tried to catch him flat-footed on first down, but the defense was ready.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Making the adjustment. Here's a give to Washington. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Wow, we knew coming into this one, this offense wanted to start fast, but David, how about that run and the vision and his ability to spring himself up into the second level, and you saw the speed. That's the kind of play early in the game that'll get your attention.
Get your attention and get the offense rolling. Get them in a rhythm. Like, you're not depending on your quarterback. Your offensive line did a great job paving the hole, creating an explosive on the very first drive. Man, that will get everyone lathered up and excited on this offense.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Takes off. There's a crease. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Huskies. He would not be denied.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Takes a handoff. It smothers. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
To throw, Manning. Unloads to the right. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted, the defense has set him up.